And with that speed, Johnson, no way! Oh my goodness! You have got to be kidding me!
Good evening and welcome to the campus of Webster University here in Webster Groves. We are live here on collegecast.com, and we are bringing you the SLIAC Conference Championship game tonight between the Webster University Gorloks and Fontbonne. This is going to be a good one. Two teams that are very evenly matched up. These two schools are just 4 miles apart. It's a rivalry, and this gym is going to be hopping as I bring in my partner, Kyle Gessler.
Right, Jim, that's a great point. 4 miles, about 10 minutes down Big Bend, so we're getting that all Big Bend battle for the SLIAC championship here at Webster. And like you said, two evenly matched teams with both teams picking up a win this season against the other on their home floor. Webster got the 64-62 win early January. A month later or so, Fontbonne the win just down the road at Fontbonne as well. So this is going to be a very good, intense game for that.
No, and you're right. And Fontbonne won that one at home, 81-69. But, you know, you look at these two teams, they are evenly matched. Webster is 14-12 overall. They were 10-4 in the conference. Fontbonne 15-11, 10-4 in the conference. This marks the third time in conference history that regular season co-champions will meet in the tournament championship game. The other seasons like in 08, 09, and in 2010, 2011. So usually somebody seems to get knocked off and they don't, one of the top seeds doesn't make it. But and it's the first time that Fontbonne and Webster will face each other here in the SLIAC tournament championship game. So that somebody's going to come away a winner tonight and have the bragging rights, and it looks like, as we were just talking about, the crowd is settling in here. You've done games here before, and as well as I have, and it gets loud, and I expect a lot of ebb and flow in this one. I hope it's a good, close game, and hope you're with us here on this broadcast on collegecast.com and on the SLIAC TV network, and we are just very glad to bring it to you.
It's a great point, Jim. The bragging rights is on the line, as well as the automatic bid to the NCAA Division III men's tournament. Both teams outside of the conference, a little bit of a struggle inside the conference, both finishing 10-4. And it came down to that tiebreaker, and that's why Webster is the host over Fontbonne. And the top four seeds of Eureka, Principia, Fontbonne, and Webster all within one game, so it really was that close of a regular season in the SLIAC to come down to who gets the tiebreaker.
And just to give you a little bit more history of these schools here, Fontbonne has won 5 SLIAC championships, with their last one coming in 2009, while Webster's won 3 with their last in 2020. We'll turn this over to the PA announcer here as we get ready for this one.
Championship game of the 2023 St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Men's Basketball Tournament. This evening's game features the second-seeded Fontbonne University Griffins. The Griffins registered a 57-54 semifinal win over Eureka College Red Devils. And the top-seeded Webster University Gorloks. The Gorloks advanced to today's match with a 75-60 semifinal win over the Principia College Panthers. The Griffins come into this game with a 15-1 overall record and are in search of their 6th SLIAC tournament title. The Gorloks entered the contest with a 14-12 overall record in search of their 4th SLIAC tournament title. Now we ask that you please rise and, gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
When all eyes are on the court, we're focused on what matters most. preparing college athletes for a lifetime of opportunity. After the buzzer, off the court, it's about education and working to earn a degree. Creating healthier campuses through groundbreaking research and policies. And a fair shot so dreams can stay on track. United as an association, we've got work to do. We're building a pathway to lifelong opportunity.
Drury Hotels is a corporate sponsor of the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. A family-owned hotel chain, Drury provides exceptional values for travelers. SLIAC fans and teams can choose from 3 Metro East locations in the St. Louis area and book rooms for just $89. Choose from Drury Hotels in O'Fallon, Fairview Heights, and Collinsville, which are conveniently located directly off the interstate and near a wide selection of restaurants. All 3 locations are within 60 miles of 5 SLIAC members and offer SLIAC fans and family traveling through the St. Louis area a cost-saving quality stay. For more information on how to book a room with Drury Hotels, contact your school's athletic department and ask for the Drury Hotels/SLIAC Biz Trip number. Drury Hotels, where the extras aren't extra.
And we'll go to the PA announcers with the starters of tonight's contest.
At guard for Fontbonne, a junior from Park Hills, Missouri, number 0, Webster. At a guard for Webster, a junior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 3, Jason Coleman. At a guard for Fontbonne, a senior from the Fontbonne, Illinois, number 2, Hayden Clark. At a guard for Webster, a freshman from St. Louis, Missouri, number 1, At a guard for Fontbonne, a senior from Cahokia, Illinois, number 3, Elijah Rice. At a guard for Webster, a senior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 12, William Brown. At a forward for Fontbonne, a junior from St. Charles, Missouri, number 25, Will Sullentrop. At a forward for Webster, a junior from Chicago, Illinois, number 22, Marcus Beckton. Playing center for Fontbonne, a sophomore from Belleville, Illinois, number 34, Shaq Dion. Playing center for Webster, a sophomore from James, Missouri, number 24, Carl Moore. The Griffins are Thornhill in his 8th season, assisted by Greg Gentry, Jason Mallett, and Brian Fogarty. The Coolhawks are coached by
All right, Kyle, we are about ready to go here.
And we're in for a good one.
We are. Again, the starting lineups over on this Webster side. It's Jason Coleman, Jamard Skiles, Wynn Brown, Marcus Beckton, and Carl Moore Jr. Over on the Fontbonne side, number 0, Brett Wagner, number 2, Caden Clark, number 3, Elijah Rice, 25, Will Sullentrop, and number 34, Shek Theum. Lance Thornhill is the coach for the Fontbonne squad. And over on the Webster side, it is Chris Bunch in his 21st season. And he is the winningest coach in the history of Webster basketball. So Fontbonne is in your dark uniforms with little purple trim and gold across the front. And the Gorlocks in the white. And it will be Moore tipping against Theum. And Fontbonne controls. As they have the ball around the perimeter, this is Caden Clark. He can light things up from time to time. Clark gets the bounce pass inside. He's guarded there by Coleman. Now Clark, little jumper, had to get the shot off. He gets it. 2-zip.
Great start for Fontbonne there, Jim. That's exactly what you wanted to do. And last night they started out on a 7-0 run.
Little tight press here. And the Griffins force the turnover. A lot of pressure right there in front of the scorer's table. And the Griffins will get the ball right back. Caleb Clark averages 16.4 a game. We'll get into some of those totals here shortly when we get a next break. Wagner holds, looks for some help, gets it out to Thiem. Thiem looking inside. Now this is Rice. Back up top, has to take a long three, in and out. Oh! A nasty rebound there. Bodies went down. There was an unintentional undercut there, and hitting the floor hard there is Jamar Sykes. No, they did call a foul on Sullentrop, so he picks up the first foul of the game.
And Jim, that's a big factor. Is you got to keep those bigs of Sullentrop and check them out of foul trouble if you're Fontbonne, as well as Carl Moore and Marcus Beckton for the Gorlocks.
Gorlocks into the front court. Smothering defense by the Griffins. Clark bounce pass easy off the glass. With the left hand, it's Wagner. 4-zip. Gorlocks, 2 turnovers on their first 2 possessions. Again in trouble. Little jump shot. And made by Wynn Brown. Just had enough to get that in there. Yeah. Oh, we're going to have a foul here as Clark draws the foul as Elijah Rice couldn't stop. And he picks up the foul. That's the first foul on the Gorlocks. 4-2, 18-11 to play. Bounce pass inside with a move and a block there.
And the defensive player of the year, Carl Moore, already getting a block there, Jim. That's big to see how he can get involved.
Another floater for Wynn Brown. We're tied at 4.
He's going to be a difference maker of this game, Wynn Brown.
Averages just over 15 points a game. Now Shek Thiem to the left wing. Clark, that one is well short. Rebounded there by Sykes. Ooh. Gorlocks drive into the paint. A little floater, in and out, no good. That came from the hand of Beckton, and a rebound by Wagner. Caden Clark drops it back. Wagner sets. Shot short. Rebound, fought for, and goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Gorlocks. We have our first substitution as Fontbonne brings in Adam Painter.
Last night he provided some solid minutes off the bench for the Griffins as well, Jim.
Wagner on the inbound. Gets it to Rice. Now Clark. Thiem, jumper off the glass and in. (6-4) as they trade in baskets in the early going here. Beckton outside. Coleman wanting to get inside the paint. Going up against the tall trees there. Now kicks it out. 10 on the shot clock. Another jumper and made by Wynn Brown. Back and forth we go. Painter into the paint. No foul called, and he is down. Slow to get up. Gorlocks bring it down the floor quickly. Bounce pass underneath. Jam time! Carl Moore.
And he's already making his presence felt for the Gorlocks offensively and defensively, getting in on the offensive and defensive boards. And already has a block, Jim.
That's the first lead for Webster University here. And there's a foul that is going to be called on Elijah Rice.
That's Jason Coleman's second already, and he had 24 points last night for the Gorlocks in the win. And now
he is going to go to the bench as Javon Nugent replaces Jason Coleman. Not what you want to see there in the early going. We're just 4 minutes in. Caden Clark from the free throw line off the back iron. Thiem kicks it outside. Wagner puts this one up and air ball. Nugent right down the floor. He stops. Long one there. No good from the hand of Wynn Brown again.
And I like that, Jim. That's a great transition opportunity. And hitting the trailer and Wynn Brown for three. Unfortunately, he just couldn't cash it.
Another one off the glass. That was attempted there by Rice. No good. Wynn Brown kicks it to this left wing. Shot put up there by Sykes was no good, and the rebound. And we're gonna have a timeout here. As I think Adam Painter is still. It would be a immediate timeout, but I'm looking at him holding the side of his head. He really went down hard before. So we've got 15:27 to play here in this first half. 8-6, and it's been kind of what you would expect, back and forth. We're going to take a quick timeout. You are listening to the SLIAC TV network.
You have a camp coming up? Winning Streak can help you. Whether it's a summer league team or you're hosting a skills camp, Winning Streak has you covered. With talented graphic artists on site to help you with your design and various delivery options, Winning Streak has all of your needs met. If you place an order on a Monday, Winning Streak can get you your camp shirts by Thursday. Winning Streak, your T-shirt headquarters.
All right, we are back here. We have 15:27 left to play in this first half. Webster on top, 8-6. Just what we have expected so far. Both teams going back and forth. It'll be Wynn Brown inbounding for the Gorlocks as we come out of that media timeout. Brown with a jumper, strong. That one goes off of Rice, I believe. And the ball will be staying with the Gorlocks. 10 on the shot clock here. Brown puts it outside. Now into the paint, and they kick it out. Shot is missed. A nice offensive rebound, but then missed. Ball's battled for, and Rice comes away with it, kicks it out to Wagner. Wagner slows things down, kicks it out to Clark. Called for a turnover.
As he kind of hesitated and got caught on the carry.
You don't see that called much anymore, but you didn't even see Caden Clark argue that one at all.
Right, you are. You do not see the carry called very often. And Wagner almost traveled at the beginning of that position as well, Jim.
Yeah.
And now Fontbonne going back to
got
the
that press.
Trap.
Win. Blocked by Thiem. Off the shot of Wynn Brown Jr. Sullentrop is back in for Fontbonne. Clark looking to go inside. He hits Sullentrop. Now Rice goes into the paint. Blocked!
And that's another big block
that's
there
number
by
2
Carl Moore.
And one! Driving to the basket, Marcus Beckton.
And Jim,
that was a strong move to the basket.
Like you said, that is a very strong move. That's a big boy finish with the contact. And it's a great drive to the rim by Marcus Becton and finishing in the contact to get the and one.
14-15 to play. That shot is strong, and Webster gets the rebound. A nice push out there, and a layup in for Becton as Carl Moore got the push on the offensive side, got it out there, and Becton converts.
And that's a first-team all-conference member in Carl Moore, and he's just averaging just under 10 rebounds a game at 10.2 points and 9.7 boards, and he's making his presence felt.
There's a jumper from behind the free throw line. Ball tipped, no good. Sullentrop fights, and Nugent comes away with a rebound. Webster pushing it. Nugent working against Sullentrop.
And, Jim, that was the difference last night. Fontbonne was able to get out in transition at times where Webster was held in check at times from transition offense.
There's 7 on the shot clock. Nugent wants to drive. He's double teamed. They're going to have to hurry. Nice move and well off the mark. That one put up there in desperation by Sykes. It didn't go. And it's Clark quickly down the floor. Sullentrop swings it to the right side for Rice. Rice working against Nugent. Now outside, Thiem. Cutting is Rice. Jump shot. No good. And the Gorlocks get the rebound. No foul called there. Wynn Brown. Now down to Moore. Carl Moore Jr. Nugent, who's been for Coleman. Becton inside. Off the double team and hitting off the glass, Carl Moore. Moore has 4.
He had 7 all of last night, Jim, and he has 4 early on, and that's going to be big to watch if he can continue to score.
It's an 8-0 run for the Gorlocks. 12:08 to play in the first half. With the ball, it is Wynn Brown Jr. Spins. Fall back jumper, no good. Off the iron. And Thiem comes away with it to Sullentrop. Sullentrop has the ball knocked out of his hands. And a timeout is called by Sykes. What a defensive play there by Wynn Brown. As Sullentrop was going up, Brown slapped it away right at his waist. And then the ball was dived on by Sykes as he was in the sliding motion. He calls timeout. And that's where we sit with 11:39 to go. Webster's on top of this one, 14-6.
As we hit the media timeout, but like you said, Jim, that is a great defensive play by Wynn Brown to just knock the ball out, and a great job by Sykes diving on that loose ball and immediately calling for the timeout as we will take a short break.
Stay with us. You're watching SLIAC TV.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Coming out of this timeout, Kyle Gessel, we are looking at an 8-0 run. This game was tied at 6-6. It's now 14-6. And the Gorlocks, they have been very aggressive, even though they had to fight off some really early double team and a thick press and traps by Fontbonne, but they have kind of settled down a bit. The game is pretty fast-paced, which is what you would expect. But right now, the momentum is in the favor of the Gorlocks.
Great point, Jim. They were able to stave off that pressing defense.
The first 2 times down the floor, they just turned the ball over. Yeah, exactly right.
They got trapped just beyond half court.
Here comes some pressure now. Brown picks up the loose ball and puts it in off the glass.
And he's already up to 8 points now, Jim.
It's a 10-0 run. Now that one was tipped away from Clark, and then the floater is missed. Scramble for the ball, comes back outside. Rice wants to drive, can't get inside. A three put up there by Chartrand, no good, and then it is Thiem getting the rebound in the basket.
And Jim, a big part of the run that we've seen Webster go on has been because they are boxing out and grabbing rebounds and keeping possessions alive with multiple chances.
Fighting for that basket, Nate Jones freshly into the game. The lead is back to 10 as we have 10:35 to play.
That's what, now a 12-2 run in favor of the Gorlocks, Jim?
Yep. Now it's a long three, no good, put up there by Caden Clark. Webster on the run, to the basket, reverse, good! Marcus Beckton.
Great finish by Beckton. The step through on the drive, finishing with the right hand on the left side. That is a textbook great drive maneuver to make sure your shot is not blocked there, Jim.
So now it seems like a little reverse here a little bit with the Fontbonne having trouble continuing to hold on to the ball. Just the ebb and flow of basketball, just it's awesome to me. Everything can be going your way, and then one little play, one little move, one defensive stop changes everything, and we'll see if that continues here.
And Webster has done a great job of being able to break that press pretty easily so far. After those first couple times, they got trapped right beyond half court and turned it over. But they have since held their own and continued to put the foot down and step on the gas pedal a little bit here, Jim, early, as we have about just over 10 minutes to go here in the first half and a 12-point lead for the Gorlocks.
And a very loud crowd. It's getting tight in here for sure. It is packed. Into the game here, this is Ethan Chartrand. Now Sulentrop tried to get it inside. There's not room inside there as of this moment for Fontbonne. Betten. Sulentrop wants to drive. Somehow manages to hold on to his dribble and not be called for charging, and then having to shoot before the shot clock. That was Wagner. It didn't go. Webster gets the rebound and come quickly down the floor. Luster. As there's some fresh bodies in for both teams. Josh Luster is the 23 jersey for the Gorlocks. This is Nate Jones. Jones into the paint. Floats one off the glass way too hard and then knocked out of play. And this will put the ball in Fontbonne's hands. And we see Nugent comes back in. And Jamard Sykes comes back in for the Gorlocks. They're going to meet him at half court as Caden Clark brings the ball now into the front court. On the drive, Betten. He's stopped, which has happened a number of times here. Chartrand, Clark. Chartrand for three. Got it to go.
And that's a big shot for Fontbonne, starting to try to chip away. But we're really seeing a great job by Webster defensively, not allowing the ball to be entered into the post.
Nugent's got to hurry. Ooh, they wanted a 5-second call, didn't get it.
That was very close to a 5.
It was 4.9.5.
Might have actually been a 5. As we are
There's one from the corner. No good. That one came from Luster. The lefty was a little short with that one. There's a kick out. Wagner goes it inside. Sulentrop left-handed hook. Good. 2013.
And now with Carl Moore out of the game, we'll see how the Griffins are able to get the ball inside now.
Nugent lost his dribble underneath. Tough. Oh. His body going one way, the shot going the other. Ethan Chartrand makes another basket. It's now 2015. Just under 8 minutes to go. Jim Plyman and Kyle Gessler with you here. Nugent to the glass. Good.
And that's a great finish by Nugent. And also not committing the offensive foul, as the Gorloks barely got the ball across the timeline to start.
And this one is going Fontbonne's way.
And Jim, that looked like it went right through Solentraup's hands.
I did not see that. Should be going the other way, right? Coach Bunch, he saw it like we did.
That is Coach of the Year,
yes,
Chris Bunch.
Yes, it is.
And he is not happy with that.
All right, we're going to take a timeout, as this is a media timeout. And we are the media, so we're going to take a timeout. And we'll be right back with you. Stay with us. You're listening to the SLIAC Sports Network, powered by collegecast.com.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burton. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Do you have a camp coming up? Winning Streak can help you. Whether it's a summer league team or you're hosting a skills camp, Winning Streak has you covered. With talented graphic artists on site to help you with your design and various delivery options, Winning Streak has all of your needs met. If you place an order on a Monday, Winning Streak can get you your camp shirts by Thursday. Winning Streak, your T-shirt headquarters.
We are back. There's 7:40 to play here in this first half. 22-15 is the score, as we've had a run on points here lately. The largest lead of the game was 20-8. And then Fontbonne has put a little charge back into this offense, and they are now just down 7. They have the ball underneath. Caden Clark, the senior out of Bethalto, Illinois. He's played in this championship game a time or two. It's a bounce pass inside. Chartrand. Wagner. He's needing to get one to fall. He's missed a few lately. Now Nugent. Had a little shuffle step I think he got away with there. Wynn Brown with the green shoes. 16 on the shot clock. Brown gets the ball back. He's working against Wagner. Now you get some help with the double team. Sykes is going to have to hurry. He's got 5 seconds. It goes to Moore. Moore inside, off the front rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, and they're going to call it a tie-up and a jump ball. And the possession arrow will stay with the Gorloks, and it'll be inbound underneath, and it'll be Wynn Brown Jr.
And Javon Nugent really adds a big body and a
strong.
lot of rebounds at 6'2".
Very aggressive out there. Wynn Brown Jr. goes down into the paint. Little floater, no good. And it goes out of bounds, and that was last touched by Fontbonne. Elijah Rice back into the game. He replaces Brent Wagner, the junior out of Park Hills, Missouri.
And Jim, we're coming up on 6 minutes, and we still have not, as Coleman continues to sit with those 2 fouls, and that's another key part of this offense for the Gorloks so far.
Yeah, he went out with 4 minutes gone in the game. Nugent off the glass, got it to go.
And that's a good, strong finish, especially with Sheck Thiem right there.
Rice to Clark. Can't get it to go. It hits a back iron. They need to get him hitting the shots. Benton. Jump shot inside the paint. Got it. 24-17. Nugent heaves one. It goes off the back glass. And this is Caden Clark quickly down the floor. Benton to the basket. Got it. Strong move by Jaden Benton out of Wentzville. Went to Liberty High School.
And a great job of Carl Moore to contest that without fouling, Jim. as that is another big part of the defensive side for the Gorlocks.
My humble opinion, the refs are letting these guys play. It's a jumper. No good from Sykes. Now a long three off the glass. Rebound Webster. No good. That one was by Brown, and it's put in. A number of offensive rebounds there, and then finally finished by Carl Moore.
And, Jim, that's a bad defensive possession for Fontbonne as they allowed way too many offensive rebounds.
Ethan, go ahead.
At this point, you are going to have to do a better job of rebounding and not giving up second chance points.
Nugent. Now Moore looking for Wynn. Brown. They kick it out, wanting to go into the circle, and Webster keeps possession, down to 6 on the clock. Nugent puts it up. No good. He was strong, and then there's going to be a foul as Clark had the rebound, and he was nudged out of bounds by Moore, and Carl Moore Jr. is going to pick up the foul.
And, Jim, that's a silly foul by Carl. Clark clearly had the ball. No need to possibly bump him there.
Well, he didn't possibly bump him. He bumped him.
He bumped him. Yes.
But no, I agree. Let's see. Now we got, for Fontbonne, Adam Painter's back in. That's good to see. Willen Sullentrup is back in. Sullentrup averages 6.8 a game. Caden Clark, who averages 16.4 a game's got to get hot if Fontbonne wants to stay in this one, and he knows that. Now Rice tries to squirt a pass into Sullentrup.
As Coach Bunch is looking to the official to maybe get some help there.
Didn't happen. Sullentrup to Rice. Rice off the pick. Now inside of Sullentrup. He says it swatted away by Carl Moore Jr. Now a long three that's short. Goes off of Moore, picked up by Wynn Brown. And the Gorlocks have the basketball.
And Carl Moore is saying, this is my house and welcome to my block party already with 3 blocks. He had 4 last night against Principia, so 7 blocks so far and 3 halves of basketball in the SLIAC semis and now championship.
Beckton averages a little over 8 points. Kicks it to the left side, and that shot is missed there by Hawkins. Stephen Hawkins in the game. Rice has the ball swung to him on the left side in front of the Gorlock bench. Now the pass inside, Beckton. Sullentrup wanting to get inside. It does. Nice job. Gets the basket, 26-23.
And that's a great job of getting Carl Moore off his feet. That's the Defensive Player of the Year again, Jim. And you got him on the pump fake.
And we have a foul right in front of the Fontbonne bench. Adam Painter picks up the foul. He is a freshman out of St. Peters, Missouri. Francis Howell Central is where he played. We're going to take a timeout here. You are listening to the SLIAC Sports Network, and it is powered by collegecast.com. Come back. This is a good one.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Welcome back to the campus of Webster University. The Gorlocks are holding a 3-point lead with 3:10 to play in the first half. Each team has committed, they have 3 fouls. It's been back and forth, but we really only had 1 lead change. The Griffins got out early, and then Webster came on strong, put together a good run, and they've held the lead ever since. But it has been trimmed down to 3 points. They once led by 12. Cross-court pass. With the basketball here, it's Hawkins. Now, Wynn Brown puts up the jumper. No, off the back rim. Rebound and put right back in by Marcus Beckton. And Kyle, that's another offensive rebound for the Gorlocks.
And if you're Coach Thornhill of Fontbonne, you cannot be happy with your defensive rebounding effort right now. As you've given up too many offensive rebounds and second chance points.
I'd be interested in seeing the stats at halftime on offensive rebounds. Nice drive by Rice, but goes a little too strong, and it's picked up there on the rebound by Sykes.
And another great job by Carl Moore Jr. As I've emphasized, he has played a solid game defensively, and he contests shots without fouling as well, going straight up there, Jim.
2:06 to play, first half. Webster up by 5. They play catch all the way across the court from the left side to the right side, now just outside the perimeter. Beckton, Wynn Brown, long shot, good! That's a 3. Wynn Brown Jr.
And Jim, that offensive possession kind of looked out of sorts there. It was just kind of pass it around the perimeter, and then you just kind of heave something up at the end of the shot clock. And
yeah, I was going to say, they took a lot out of that shot clock. Now Adam Painter. Adam and Andre Webb. Webb puts up the 3. No good. Rebound. Carl Moore Jr.
And a great job by Jamard Sykes, closing out, hands high, to disorient the shooter there, Jim, as this has been a great battle so far in the first half.
Oh, and I think Solentrop's going to be called from a foul for the foul reaching in from behind. This is a big possession here. We've got 1:02 left in the first half here, and all of a sudden the Gorlocks have edged back up by 8. And if you're Fontbonne, you want a defensive stop here.
And as they get Solentrop out, that was his second foul here late, and that's a great decision to take him out. You don't want him picking up that 3rd foul here late in the half.
Gorlocks on the inbound. Wynn Brown Jr. along the baseline. He's stopped there by, he was stopped there by Caden Clark, and Clark had his dribble go right on the end line, so Webster gets the ball back.
And Wynn Brown has really carried the load offensively so far, 11 points, but 8 from Beckton and 6 for Moore here in the first half, Jim.
Wynn Brown double teamed and stopped, kicks it out to the left, and the shot is made. Marcus Beckton. Beckton now with 10. The lead is back to 10. Wagner back in the game.
And him and Clark both have been quiet, 2
yes,
points
they
each.
have. There's a shot that was partially blocked there. I think that was Moore again, had a hand in there. We got 18 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. And Wynn Brown Jr. has the basketball. We have 10. He wants to drive. And what are we going to have the call here as he got double squeezed there as he was trying to drive the basket, and so Elijah Rice is going to get called for the foul with 2.9 seconds to go. That's just the 15th foul on Fontbonne. So on the inbound, we got 2.9 seconds. Where is Wynn Brown Jr. on this inbound? There he is. Shot is up. No good. And the horn sounds, and we have reached halftime. And it is a 33-23 lead for the Webster Gorlocks. as they played a very solid first half after a very shaky start in that first minute and a half. And after that, they got back into the game and then took control of it and have stayed there and have a 10-point lead as we go into halftime. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back. Stay with us on the SLIAC TV network.
When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems from outside the box.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
I've definitely learned how to really be myself. I found out, yes, I am actually a good leader, and yes, I can actually put myself forward because I am good enough. I can do it.
Coming in to college, I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of different career goals, and I've learned so much about myself that I was always like growing and changing.
When I got to college, it forced me to step up and become more of a leader, and I think that was something I had the capability of doing, and forever grateful that being at a Division III school gave me that opportunity.
You have to dedicate your time in the classroom, you have to dedicate your time in the gym, on the field, on the court.
Our coaches and the entirety of the athletic department, they valued the student athlete going out to community and trying something new and getting involved in campus life.
You can get involved in so many different things. So the possibilities are truly limitless for what you can do with your college experience. You can kind of make it your own in the Division III setting. So I would encourage people who want to have flexibility to pursue different interests and passions to go D3.
Welcome back to Webster University, where the Gorlocks are on top 33-23. And we got a few seconds here to talk to the commissioner of the SLIAC Conference, Mr. Dick Kaiser. And you've had a busy day, sir, from what I gather.
Yeah. Yeah, we were at Principia this morning to set up and get the track meet started. Then we came back here to watch and get the women's game done. And then I went back to Principia and got there with 3 events left to go. So we finished that up, gave out all the awards. Now I'm back.
How long have you been here? You haven't been here long in the building, have you? Or
I actually was in the parking lot before tip-off, but I couldn't find a parking space.
Yeah, I believe that. So it's been a good tournament.
It's been an awesome tournament. The games have been tight, have been very competitive, which, we may not be the greatest league in the world, but we are very competitive. And we're all 4, 5, 6 teams are at the top are very close. Men's basketball this year, just about anybody in the top 7 could have won the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then in women's basketball, we went at least 5 deep, and that's more than we used to do.
That's
good.
Good.
It's been very good. And for your people that have been listening to the contests, every game has been a nail biter, right down. Even though the score may end up 6 or 7 or 8,
right?
A lot of times it has to do with free throws,
right?
But like the women's game today was an awesome game. Both teams played so hard, and it was going to be interesting to see who won the game.
And you got to be happy with the crowd you have in here tonight. Wow, this is great.
Yeah, it's loud, it's compact, and sometimes a small venue is bigger than a big one because the kids know that there are people here and they're cheering them on. So I'm excited about it. We've had good crowds pretty much all week, and so we're looking forward to seeing how this turns out. Obviously, Webster women have already locked up their automatic bid, and I'll be contacting the NCAA tonight after this game and letting them know that, and then whoever wins this men's contest. But I'm sure they'll all be good representatives, whoever wins.
Right, and this is kind of fun here too. Like, this is the first time that Fontbonne and Webster have faced each other here in the conference championship game, and yet you're only like 4 miles apart in
First
distance.
time ever?
Yeah, first time that they faced each other in the tournament championship game.
I'll be darned, I wouldn't have known that. So that's because they were some of the earliest members of the conference, so you would have thought it would have happened sooner or later. But that's awesome. And then obviously Coach Bunch and Coach Thornhill are very good friends, and this is a great atmosphere for Division III basketball, no question about it.
Right, and then after the game, we've got some awards and presentations to do as well.
Correct. We will give out the all-conference awards, the sportsmanship awards, the Players of the Year, things like that, and then the all-tournament. And then finally, we give out the banner, the T-shirts, and they cut the nets down, whoever it is.
That's great. That's great. Anything else you'd like to add for what is going on or what is going on?
Well, we were up in Principia for the conference track meet, and Greenville won both of those, both the men and women, fairly handily. Had some outstanding performances, had 2 or 3 school records broken by the individuals in their various schools. Pretty good attendance, and for the first time since we started having an indoor track and field meet, all 8 teams had representatives there. So that's another good step in the right direction.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that.
Baseball has started too, right?
Baseball,
I mean, it has started.
Oh yeah, I caught a little bit of in between games last night. I caught a little bit of the game down in Birmingham, Alabama. Webster was playing DePaul, and they were beating them fairly handily. And I'm thinking, we're still trying to finish up basketball, and you're down here.
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
And I know Fontbonne had several games today.
Yeah.
And softball's got a big tournament going on in St. Louis area. So for about a week, we're overlapped big time.
It's overload.
So
that's great.
It's exciting. It's fun. The student athletes are enjoying themselves. They're putting it all on the line, and I mean, you do these games all the time. It's nothing better to watch Division III athletes go out and give it their all.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And go catch your breath here a little bit and settle in for the second half, because I think it's going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's Dick Kaiser, the commissioner of the SLIAC Conference. And we thank him for working his way up here. It's a little tough for him to get in and out of here, that is for sure, as this gym is pretty tight, and it is full to the brim. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and we'll talk about the second half, what we think is going to happen. Stay with us. You are on the SLIAC TV network that is powered by collegecast.com.
It's not about yourself. It's about your team.
Division III allows you to give yourself to other things.
I chose Cedar Crest because it's nationally ranked for its forensic science program. And then I also chose Cedar Crest because I could come here and play sports. I could be a basketball player, and then I could be a student athlete, and my teachers would understand that.
At a Division III school, you primarily a student athlete, so the school is really shaped around you developing yourself as a complete individual. The end result in my mind is you just become a very well-rounded person.
I know sports is important, but having the academic part along with it is a big plus.
There's more to them than being a student athlete. They're a club president, they're a student in the classroom, so it's a well-rounded experience.
Division III school was the best opportunity for me to have both the highest academic challenges and some of the very highest athletic challenges too.
So that's why D3 athletics is so great. It gives you the opportunity to get involved in so many different things and be able to still do all those things.
D3 school, there's a lot of time for other opportunities. During soccer season, the coaches, they expect a lot of you during soccer, but after soccer, that's your own personal time. It's your time to go explore different things and really find out who you are and other opportunities that you can pursue.
Division III in athletics, affords students the opportunity not only to participate in intercollegiate athletics at a competitive level, but also gives them the opportunity to, engage in the other interests in their campus and in their lives outside of that sport and outside of the academics on the campus.
I wanted to be really balanced. I wanted to be focused on academics and athletics and be able to do other things that I wanted to do. And I knew Division III would be able to not only let me do that, but support me in that.
You have more time for your extracurricular activities outside of school, whether it's not academics, spending time with your family, your friends, and those are things that are important to me in a college experience.
Being a Division III athlete and developing my leadership skills has definitely put my name out there and helped me get more recognition on campus, but more recognition nationwide. I did win the Jostens Trophy, which is based on leadership, academics, and then how well you do on the court.
I think there's more opportunities for academic scholarships in Division III.
Division III schools offer academic scholarships instead of athletic scholarships. This really puts the focus that the student athlete needs to maintain that GPA.
I got the presidential scholarship from Case Western, which was huge for me.
I did receive a non-athletic scholarship upon entering school, and I carried that for my first 2 or 3 years.
I did receive academic scholarships my freshman year, and then every single year I get a little bit more because of my academics. Just being involved on campus, being an athlete, and then being a leader in so many different clubs. All those things combined kind of get me recognized.
Don't pass up a Division III school if you have the opportunity. Division III offers many experiences.
I would definitely choose Division III school because you can develop your leadership skills. I mean, basketball and academics are so important here, but you can also develop who you are as a person.
All right, welcome back to Grant Gymnasium on the campus of Webster University. At the half, it is a good one, a 10-point lead for Webster, 33-23 over the Fontbonne Griffins. The Battle of Big Bend, and some stats so far in the first half: 16 of 37 shooting the ball for Webster at 43.2% to just 11 of 33 for Fontbonne at 33.3%. Neither team really shooting the three that well. 1 of 10 for Fontbonne, 1 of 7 Webster. A big one right here. 27 rebounds as a team for Webster, with 6 from Carl Moore, 6 from Jamad Sykes, and 5 from Javon Nugent, including 11 offensive rebounds for the Gorloks. 6 offensive rebounds for Fontbonne, 11 defensive rebounds, 17 total rebounds for Fontbonne, being out-rebounded by 10. The turnover battle has been limited. 3 turnovers for Fontbonne, 4 for the Gorloks. But the big note, Carl Moore, 6.6 rebounds, 4 blocks so far. Wynn Brown leading all scorers for the Gorloks and the game at 11, followed by his teammate Marcus Beckton at 10. Ethan Chartrand leading the way for the Griffins at 7 points, 4 from Ontrop and Sheck Thiem as well. Brent Wagner coming in, averaging over 12.5 points, and Caden Clark averaging over 16. Both have 2 points in that first half. Wagner 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from three-point land in that first half. And Jim, we talked about it, the offensive rebounding discrepancy, 11-6 in favor of Webster.
That's what I wanted to see. Yeah.
And that has got to be cleaned up if you're Fontbonne. You cannot get out-rebounded by 10 in that first half, especially giving up double figure in the offensive category. And then Carl Moore making his presence known, playing over 18 minutes in that first half. 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks. The defensive player of the year is really having a solid, complete game for the Gorloks, Jim.
Yeah, once they got over that initial first minute or two of this game, they really got things going, and they built their biggest lead at 20-8. And that is, I think that stayed as the biggest lead at 12 points. Excuse me, but the Fontbonne Griffins got it back to within 3, I believe, was the closest they got. And then again, the Webster pulled away, and they have a 10-point lead here at halftime.
And then another big one right here. Points in the paint. Webster 20-12 over Fontbonne. So that is a great job by Webster getting to that rim and finishing through contact as well, as we are now in the conference championship second half, Jim.
All right, we've got 20 minutes to go. Jim Plyman, Kyle Gusser with you. Joey Messenbrink is doing a great job producing this game for you, and we are happy to be here. Bring you these final 20 minutes of the season here in the SLIAC Conference. Oh, and right off the bat, Brett Wagner says, I'm back in the game. He hits a 3, and it's 33-26.
That's his first 3 of the game, as he was 0-4 in that first half, and now just 2 of 8 from the field. You need to really get him going.
This one is tipped out of bounds right in front of the Gorlock bench, as Sullentrop got his fingers on that one. A lot of the fans wanted the carry over on the Gorlocks. Didn't happen. I said, Kyle, earlier in the game that I think these refs have let these guys play, and I hope it stays that way. I hope they don't get nitpicky as the game goes down.
As Jason Coleman's
back in, puts one up off the glass, no good, but there's that offensive rebound and a putback for Carl Moore Jr.
And that's his 3rd offensive rebound here in the game, Jim. 7th rebound overall.
Sullentrop goes to the basket and fires a right-handed one-hander. And it's 35-28. 18:48 to go. Coleman hops into the paint, puts one up that didn't really need to do. And Fontbonne comes right back. They need to convert this one. Now it's Clark holding. Wagner wanting to drive against Wynn Brown Jr. Now Sullentrop banks one off the glass, no good, and the putback there is Sheck Thiem. There's an offensive rebound for Fontbonne. 35-30. Wynn Brown Jr. wanted to drive into the paint. Too many bodies in there. He wisely pulls back. Now it is Coleman. Sykes with a jump shot. No good. Easy rebound there for Thiem. Coleman, Sullentrop drives right-handed. Easy basket. He got inside of Carl Moore there. And Fontbonne right back in the game. It's 35-32. A good start for Fontbonne as we take a quick break here. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
I am an NCAA student athlete, and I pledge to be a champion of unity on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to stand against all forces of division and separation. I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination. I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity. I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt. I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy. I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all. I pledge these things because we are stronger together. United.
The Fontbonne Griffins have put together a 9-2 run to start the second half and have got the score to a 35-32 lead for Webster as they have cut that 10-point deficit at halftime down to 3, and we have an inbound play for the Gorlocks underneath the basket after this timeout. And they're going to look at a press from the Griffins here. On the inbound, it's Beckton to Wynn Brown Jr. He gets across midcourt, bounce pass to Beckton. Beckton wants to go against them, and he decides against that. And then we do have a foul, and knowing that he committed that foul was Will Sullentrup out of Deschênes High School.
That's his third, Jim. So that's
he walks right to the bench. And that'll bring Peyton Blair into the game.
And, Jim, we talked about at that media timeout. Coleman played just under 4 minutes in that first half to 2 fouls. We'll see how he can get going here in the second half.
Brown had the ball stripped away from him there. Here comes Fontbonne. Long three. Good! Hit there by Brent Wagner. And we are tied. Wow. Now Coleman wanting to drive against Rice. And he tries to center the bounce pass. Trying to do a little bit too much there. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Webster. Wow. We have a tie game. We have not been tied since it was 6-6. It's now 35-35 with 16:58 to go. And we'll keep it right here as this was a 30-second timeout. Got to love the atmosphere in the building. This is what makes basketball fun, especially as Mr. Kaiser talked about. Sometimes a small venue is just as exciting. It's just as loud. There's so much emotion in the game here. This is just fun.
That's a great point. You get a smaller venue packed like this on a Saturday evening.
Yeah, it's great.
Where the schools are just 4 miles apart.
Yeah.
And they're going to travel. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's not like these guys haven't played against each other before either. There's nothing they're new they're going to see. It's just a matter of execution and sticking to your game plan. All right, ball is inbounded. Fontbonne looking to get the lead back that they haven't had since very early in this game. Last one was at 4-2, 6-4. Underneath. Rice can't get the handle on the ball. Now he comes back and gets it. Elijah Rice gets the ball back in his hand. He drives, he kicks it underneath the Thiem, and he lost the handle, and that one was on its way to the ceiling, but it hit the, what? They're going to say it was touched. Off a little deflection there.
And, Jim, I did not see a deflection there.
I didn't either, but Gorlocks almost get the steal on the inbound. There's a pass across court. Now a jumper blocked by Moore.
As we get a shot clock violation. And, Jim, 2 more blocks for Carl Moore, and he is now up to 6. And he comes in averaging 3 on. He came into the tournament averaging 3 blocks a game, and now he's at 6 tonight.
Wow. 2 more for Carl Moore, Jr.
And there's a reason he is the Defensive Player of the Year. 79 blocks on the season coming into tonight, up to 85 now on the season.
That's outstanding. Gorlocks have the basketball. Coleman with 10 on the clock. Works off the pick. Still has it. Gets it outside. Long 3. Good! Jamard Sykes makes it 38-35 as Sykes has his first 3 of the game. Now an inbound or a bounce pass inside to Rice, stolen by Coleman. Wynn Brown. Doesn't happen. And then it goes out of bounds and will stay with the Gorlocks, and we will have it's going to be, is it Fontbonne ball? Anyway, there's a timeout called. Too many people stood up in front of me right there. We're going to take a timeout here. Stay with us. You are listening to the SLIAC TV network that is powered by collegecast.com.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Drury Hotels is a corporate sponsor of the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. A family-owned hotel chain, Drury provides exceptional values for travelers. SLIAC fans and teams can choose from 3 Metro East locations in the St. Louis area and book rooms for just $89. Choose from Drury Hotels in O'Fallon, Fairview Heights, and Collinsville, which are conveniently located directly off the interstate and near a wide selection of restaurants. All 3 locations are within 60 miles of 5 SLIAC members and offer SLIAC fans and family traveling through the St. Louis area a cost-saving quality stay. For more information on how to book a room with Drury Hotels, contact your school's athletic department and ask for the Drury Hotels/SLIAC Biz Trip number. Drury Hotels, where the extras aren't extra.
15:29 left in this one. Webster has the inbound. This one is tipped, but it's picked up there by Coleman. Gets it into the hands of Wynn Brown Jr. Now it's Jason Coleman. Got 4 on the clock. Into the paint he goes. He puts this one up. No good. Rebound pulled down there by Will Sullentrup. Caden Clark swings it across. Nice save there by Wagner. Wagner averages 14.9 a game. It's gotten hot here in the early part of the second half. There's a into Clark. There's 7 on the clock. Bounce pass. Sullentrup's going to have to put it up. He does, and it is no good as it rolls out. And on the end line. And it will be Webster ball. Fast-paced start to this second half. 14:40 left to play. 38-35. Gorlock's on top, looking at a somewhat of a press here. They quickly break that. Pressure. Ooh, and Sykes hangs on to the ball, gets it to Wynn Brown. Brown picks up his dribble, goes to the left corner for Coleman. Becton with 8 on the clock. Becton to Coleman. Back to Becton. He's got 3 on the clock. Into the lane he goes, blocked there by Thiem. That's not his first of the night on the block.
I believe that was his second block of the game, Jim.
Sullentrop to Wagner. Wagner inside for Clark. No-look bounce past Thiem. Clark's got a chance for the 3. Oh, it can't fall. Rice back to Clark. And that's slapped out of bounds by Becton, and it'll be Griffin's ball. I think Caden Clark's got to keep putting that ball up. Once he gets hot, gets some confidence, it could change things for the Fontbonne Griffins. He averages 16, and he has 2. He's got 2 points. Wagner for 3. No good. Big rebound there as Javon Nugent back into the game.
And that's a nice rebounding presence off the bench from Nugent, as that was his 6th rebound.
Nugent is 6'2", 196. Yeah. He's got the ball, puts it to the wing. Becton. Sykes. He's got 10 on the clock. Goes inside. Carl Moore Jr. holds. Wants it dry to baseline. He's in trouble. Kicks it outside. A heave-ho, and good! Carl Moore. So that was Becton, excuse me. Clark kicks it outside. Rice has a good look. No good. Ball tipped out. Nice play there by Wynn Brown. He's going to the basket. He's going to be called for the travel. $12:50 to go. Things got a little too fast there for the Gorlocks.
And Jim, I think if you're the Gorlocks and you're gonna win this game, you need a little bit more scoring from Jamad Sykes as well as Jason Coleman.
It's a nice bounce pass from Rice inside to Solentrup. Nice assist there.
As Carl Moore nearly recorded his 7th block of the game on that too.
40-37. Carl Moore Jr. on a drive. He is fouled. Sheck Thiem not too happy about that. It's just his first foul. So the big man goes out. Replacing him is Drew Cromer. Becton wanted to bounce pass inside, then kicked it back out. Nugent picks up his dribble. He's going to have to hurry to get rid of it. He does. Gets it back to Becton. Now Moore with a prayer. No good. It's short.
And we'll get the shot clock violation.
Yeah.
That's a great job defensively by the Griffins, and they've done a good job here lately on defense, limiting the Gorlocks and forcing some tough shots.
And we have a media timeout. And we will take a break here. The score is 40-37. Webster's on top of Fontbonne. Come back and watch the rest of this second half with us here on the SLIAC Sports TV Network.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Do you have a camp coming up? Winning Streak can help you. Whether it's a summer league team or you're hosting a skills camp, Winning Streak has you covered. With talented graphic artists on site to help you with your design and various delivery options, Winning Streak has all of your needs met. If you place an order on a Monday, Winning Streak can get you your camp shirts by Thursday. Winning Streak, your T-shirt headquarters.
Jim Plyman and Kyle Gessler with you here. Joey Messenbrink handling the controls as we have 11:55 left to play in this one. A 3-point lead for Webster. They have been in the lead since they took it over at 8-6. We talked about it a little bit, Kyle. The pace of this second half has been pretty quick, and it hasn't let up yet. Sometimes they're under control. Sometimes the pressure's been a little too much, so we'll see what happens here.
That's a great point. This game has been quicker pace here in the second half through the first 8+ minutes, and I don't know if we'll see it slow down to where somebody really just takes control.
Rice with a jumper. Oh, he knew it when he let it go. 40-39. Webster. Wynn Brown Jr. got it across. He gets the ball right back. Flings one inside off the glass. Oh, what a recovery by Carl Moore Jr. And the pass was something in itself as Wynn Brown was in deep trouble there. As Moore gets the basket, makes it 42-39.
And Carl Moore is working on what looks like he could post a triple-double with blocks, and that's a very rare feat.
It is a rare stat. There's a bounce pass inside, squaring up to shoot with Solentrup, no good, but they got the rebound. Driving is Solentrup, no good. Chance here, and it's laid in. That was Sykes gets the basket with the assist from Moore. Sykes now has 5 points. Good defensive stand there by Webster. Slapping the ball away to get the points. Jumper, no good. Caden Clark, he can't get anything to fall. There's a long pass down there. Nice play there by Carl Moore to slow things down, bring it back up top.
Great decision by the big man, Carl Moore.
Now
he's
got
the
it back
mismatch.
in. He backs in. He sends a pass out. Shot. Good! A three for Sykes. 47-39 as Sykes hits the three. Ball down underneath. Rice goes in. Left. Slapped away. Number 24, Carl Moore Jr. There's a long three. Can't fall. Caden Clark can't buy a basket.
And, Jim, that was the seventh block.
There's a three. No good. Taken there by Josh Luster. Quickly the other way. It's Rice wanting to drive. Wynn Brown gets a hand in there. Almost had to steal. And then we have the foul. That's going to go on Wynn Brown. That is his first. Brown has 11 for Webster. Beckton has 12. Moore has 10. Sykes is up to 8. 47-39 is the score. There's a long three. Good! That one is made by Drew Cromer. 47-42. Cromer gets his first points. There's a long pass down here for Moore. Moore picks up his dribble inside. And Wynn Brown has lost it in the paint. They're diving all over the floor for it. We have a tie-up, and a possession will stay with Webster with 9:13 to go. Mark Moore checks into the game for the Gorlocks. I think he's got a rooting section here.
I believe it is some of the soccer players for Mark Moore here rooting him on in this one there, Jim.
9:13 to go. On the inbound, it's Coleman. Gets it into that left corner. Now Moore swings it outside. Beckton picks up his dribble, goes inside to Carl Moore Jr. He goes up and has a Thiem block it. His third block of the game. Caden Clark quickly up the floor. Clark with a pass inside. Easy basket for Cromer.
And, Jim, we've talked about how good Carl Moore's defense has been with 7 blocks, but Sheck Thiem has 3 himself.
Now driving to the basket, going to the left hand. Thiem got a piece of that, I think. Moore wanting to shoot. Bounce pass inside. Good. That is Carl Moore Jr. with the basket. 49-44. Fontbonne trying to answer back. Thiem. Cross court. Clark inside for Cromer with a jump shot there from Painter. That is no good, but the rebound by Cromer. Long three, too strong. As Caden Clark misses that one. So we have a timeout on the floor with 7:58, 49-44. Webster on top. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Drury Hotels is a corporate sponsor of the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. A family-owned hotel chain, Drury provides exceptional values for travelers. SLIAC fans and teams can choose from 3 Metro East locations in the St. Louis area and book rooms for just $89. Choose from Drury Hotels in O'Fallon, Fairview Heights, and Collinsville, which are conveniently located directly off the interstate and near a wide selection of restaurants. All 3 locations are within 60 miles of 5 SLIAC members and offer SLIAC fans and family traveling through the St. Louis area a cost-saving quality stay. For more information on how to book a room with Drury Hotels, contact your school's athletic department and ask for the Drury Hotels/SLIAC Biz Trip number. Drury Hotels, where the extras aren't extra.
Settle in, folks. We've got 8 minutes, 7:58 to be precise, left in this one. And it is a 5-point game right now. Webster on top of Fontbonne. This is a championship game in the SLIAC Conference. Both these teams tied for first place in regular season play. Just 4 miles apart on their campuses. This is certainly as my partner Kyle Gessler has said, the Battle of Big Bend. And this gym is hopping. So I'm thinking these last 7 minutes and 50 seconds are going to be action-packed. The Gorlocks have the basketball. There's 16 on the shot clock after the inbound. Webster. And now this is Mark Moore. Mark Moore wanting to drive. Stopped at the perimeter. 2 seconds. He's got to let one go. Well off the mark. Caden Clark has the rebound. Kicks it outside here to Blair. Thiem lost the handle but got it back. Clark, a jumper off the mark. And we have a whistle and a foul. That one's going to go against Fontbonne. And that is on Peyton Blair. That's his first. And going to the bench is Caden Clark.
And, Jim, that was another great defensive possession by the Gorlocks. I know Carl Moore did not get a block there, which would have been his 8th, but he has made a big difference on the defensive end, as he is 1 rebound away from a double-double and 3 more blocks, and he will put up a point, rebound, and block triple-double in this one, Jim.
Well, we'll see if that can happen, because that is quite a stat. Mark Moore runs out of real estate, gets the pass off to Carl Moore Jr. There is 8 on the clock. This one, kick back outside, a long 3, no good. That came from the left hand of Luster. Gorlocks are going to keep the ball.
As the student section of Webster right here in front of us wanted the foul on Fontbonne, as Carl Moore hustled to get that ball. It might have been held a little bit there, Jim.
Will Sullentrup back into the game. And Javon Nugent back into the game, the senior out of Kingston, Jamaica. And also back, Wynn Brown Jr., the senior out of Memphis, Tennessee, went to Bartlett High School. Nugent all alone in the corner. He's not challenged out there. Now he gets a bounce pass. Ooh, and Sullentrup almost had to steal. And then they end up getting the ball back as it was last touched by Carl Moore. Fontbonne will have the ball inbound here with 6:35. Sykes back into the game for the Gorlocks. We'll see how long Caden Clark stays out on the bench.
And Jim, just looking at some of the stats, 4 different Gorlocks, Sykes, Beckton, Moore, and Nugent, all with 6+ rebounds. So they've done a great job at winning the rebound battle with the 39 rebounds for the Gorlocks.
Sullentrup just went inside and the shot is missed, but a rebound, and he off the glass, no good, and we have a foul. And Sullentrop's going to go to the free throw line. How many free throws have we had in this game?
1 for Webster and none for Fontbonne.
That's what I thought. There's only been 1 free throw. That's all there's been. That is highly unusual. And this game probably will come down to free throws after all is said and done. You watch.
As that was Coleman's third foul there too, Jim.
Solentrup makes the first one. 49-45. Second one up. No good. Rebound for Webster. Gorlocks trying to answer here. And we got a foul as Elijah Rice got a little too close there.
And Carl Moore has reached the double-double plateau of 12 and 10.
12 and 10.
With the 7 blocks. So over the next 6 minutes, we'll have to see if Carl Moore can get there.
There's a steal. And ball went out of bounds. Nice effort there from Jaden Betton. Boy, he's quick.
As he gets the steal and then turns it right back over 2 steps later, unfortunately.
Shot clock stays at 18. Now it is Jason Coleman to Sykes for 3. No good. And we have a foul. Goes against Nugent.
I believe that they are going to get Nugent on the over the back. They're going up for the offensive rebound.
So Chartrand comes in as he takes Rice's place. Rice goes out with 2 fouls.
All right, now it's back down to 9 rebounds for Moore as they changed a rebound from Moore to Javon Nugent, which gives Nugent 7 rebounds with Moore's 9 and 6 from Beckton and Sykes apiece.
Chartrand kicks it out for Wagner. Wagner puts up the 3. Got it! Brent Wagner makes it 49-48. Wagner's up to 11 points. 49-48. We are nearing the 5-minute mark. Coleman can't get inside. Now he tries to go. Nothing doing. They got 4 seconds to go. Moore has to hurry. Puts the shot up. No good. And a rebound. And no basket. We got a shot clock violation.
As it was just too late for Coleman. As he was just a tad late there, Jim.
Yep, just a hair. Wagner kicks it outside, now inside to Thiem. And a timeout is called by Coach Lance Thornhill here in his 8th season with the Griffins. And with 4:39 to go, it is a 49-48 game. And we're going to keep this right here. Kyle, this is, we thought from the beginning this was going to be a close game, and it has not disappointed.
And Fontbonne has gone on a little bit of a run. Looking at some of the stats, Webster's last field goal was at 8:30 left in the half. So coming up on 4 minutes now without a bucket, as they have led for the majority of this game as well. And they've shot 7 of 21 this half and scored 16 points. Fontbonne shooting 10 of 27, 37%. So not much better, but they have scored 25 of the 48 points in this half so far.
According to my unofficial stats, there's only been 1 lead change in this game. And that was back at 8-6 when Webster took the lead in this game and haven't relinquished it yet. But they could on this possession as Fontbonne trails by a point as we get going here with 4:35 to play.
3 ties and 1 lead change.
Yep.
What a great battle so far.
There's a shot from the corner. No good. That came from the hand of Syke. And a steal and a put and no good. Betton's shot was no good. Fontbonne got the Webster got the rebound. Fontbonne stole it right near the foul line. They put up a shot. They battled for it. and Sykes picks up the foul on the Gorlocks. 4:21 to play. Fontbonne on the inbound. A quick jumper, no good. Theum gets the rebound, no good. Put by at a tip in. And Fontbonne has taken the lead. Gorlocks get the basketball. Wynn Brown Jr. Bounce pass for Moore. Off the glass. Good. No, it's a charge. It is a charge call. That's our first one of the game of that ilk. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We've got 3:56 to go. And we'll take this media timeout with you. 50-49, Fontbonne has taken the lead. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
Do you have a camp coming up? Winning Streak can help you. Whether it's a summer league team or you're hosting a skills camp, Winning Streak has you covered. With talented graphic artists on site to help you with your design and various delivery options, Winning Streak has all of your needs met. If you place an order on a Monday, Winning Streak can get you your camp shirts by Thursday. Winning Streak, your T-shirt headquarters.
Setting things here for you with 3:56 left to play. Fontbonne has taken the lead back. They have not had the lead since it was a 6-4 lead for them way back in the early going of this one. Fontbonne will have the ball. They are not going to be pressed.
And over the last 6:19, they're on an 11-2 run, Jim.
Benton gives the ball off to Brent Wagner. Wagner over the center stripe. He picks up his dribble. Bounce pass for Benton. Wanting to go inside. Now Wagner tells everybody move it. Benton back out to Wagner. Makes a nice fake. Pulls up. Got it! Two-pointer. 52-49. Fontbonne up by 3. 3:25 to go. And Webster calls a timeout, and the Fontbonne section is pumped up. Wow.
And that's their last timeout, I believe, too, for Webster, as Sykes picked up his dribble when he had the chance to keep going.
So this is a full timeout. We'll take one here as well. It is a 52-49 lead for Fontbonne over Webster. Stay with us on the SLIAC TV network, powered by collegecast.com.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Do you have a camp coming up? Winning Streak can help you. Whether it's a summer league team or you're hosting a skills camp, Winning Streak has you covered. With talented graphic artists on site to help you with your design and various delivery options, Winning Streak has all of your needs met. If you place an order on a Monday, Winning Streak can get you your camp shirts by Thursday. Winning Streak, your T-shirt headquarters.
All right, welcome back to Grant Gymnasium. Fontbonne 52-49, thanks in part to a 13-2 run over the last 6:53 here in the second half. And a big note, Wynn Brown Jr. has been scoreless, Jim, in this second half.
And he just gives the ball up there Now it is Carl Moore. Moore. Nugent. 5 seconds, and we got a traveling call. That's going to bring Coleman back into the game. Coleman will come in for Nugent.
And with Coleman back in, you got to maybe get him on the board. No points in this game. Just 3 field goal attempts, Jim, and that's a key part of your offense, averaging over almost 10.5 points a game this year. And he has nothing on the scoreboard.
This is Benton. Benton gets it over to Wagner, back to Benton. Now in the corner for Thiem. Inside for Rice. Into the paint he goes. He stops, spins, and he's going to be called for the travel. Each team has been called for a travel on their last possession. Caden Clark comes back in. Watch what he can do here at the end of the game.
As he's had a quiet night, just
he
2
has,
points.
The senior, just 2 points. 2:30 to go. Marcus Beckton. Outside to Coleman on the left wing. Moore to Wynn Brown. 10 on the shot clock. Wynn Brown trying to drive. He stopped. Moore picks up the ball. Goes up against, and it's a travel. Got up in the air. Ball was stopped by a couple of Fontbonne players as he was going up.
As Coach Bunch is unhappy with that call, and as he wanted a foul, and I think he's got a legitimate gripe there, Jim. It looked
was
like
very
there was
close.
a lot of contact.
Very close. With a 3-point lead and the basketball, the Fontbonne Griffins have the ball with it at the 2-minute mark. Benton to Thiem. Back to Benton. Now inside a jumper to Short. And a rebound by Coleman. That shot was short by Chartrand. Moore, Brown, no good. Fight for the rebound. Ball comes loose, and it's Benton with the ball. He's quickly down the floor. He stops, slows, pulls back. 1:34 on the game clock. 3-point lead for Fontbonne. They get it inside. Chartrand kicks it to Thiem. All the way across. Benton. He stepped on the out-of-bounds line right in front of his own bench with his back foot. Moore brings it across. Gets it into the hands of Beckton. He drives, right hand, no good. Moore had the rebound and he's fouled. It's on the floor. .105 left. Fontbonne holding a 3-point lead. They regain the lead with 4:10 to go. On the inbound, Coleman. Sykes dribbles around the perimeter, guarded by Rice. Moore falls as he was going through, and he called a timeout as he tripped. Do they have a timeout? I don't know that they do. They're out of timeouts, right, Kyle?
I believe so. I believe they are out of timeouts. And Coach Thornhill is telling the officials, hey, they don't have a timeout anymore. As we'll get the officials to discuss. And on that play, I don't know if it was Wynn Brown tripped or if
I don't know if he tripped over somebody. I think. Let's see what they. call here as the referees try to sort this out.
This is a great job here by the officials to get together and figure this out. As this is crucial late in the game with 56 seconds to play, Jim.
Well, there has been a timeout called because both teams are at the bench. Or the referees are still sorting this out, and according to the scoreboard up there, there was no timeouts. Unless they switched it really fast on us.
Because I believe normally it's 6 timeouts in the regular season, but I don't know if they changed that in the postseason. And
so there's the technical that goes to the Gorlocks. Yeah. So they were out of timeouts. Took a long time to sort that out.
Right. Because I believe in the regular season you get 6 timeouts. And we have 4 once we hit conference play. Or the conference tournament, I should say.
So with 56... All right, so that's going to send Caden Clark to the free throw line here with 56 seconds to go on a technical. You can't get it to go. Oh. He's going to get another chance. Yay, he got it. So it's a 4-point game now. 53-49. Fontbonne's going to get the ball. That was on a technical.
No, but it'll be Webster ball.
Webster ball. Okay.
As I know there is Class A technicals and Class B technicals.
Okay.
And he
stepped on the line. As he started to make his way to the basket, Marcus Beckton steps on the sideline. And that'll give the ball to Fontbonne.
And if you're Webster, you really need to press here and get a turnover.
With the ball, it's Beckton. Solentrop. And Brent Wagner is fouled. And that foul will be on Marcus Beckton.
As the Webster student section here wants the flop technical given to Wagner, as they are not going to get it.
Fontbonne has 2 timeouts left. Webster has none. 44 seconds to go. Beckton to Solentrop, back to Beckton, and he holds, and he is fouled by Wynn Brown Jr.
As they did not stop the clock right away. And precious seconds.
Yeah, they may have to put a couple seconds back up there. Or
looked like the foul happened about 46 seconds or so, and they let about 7 seconds run off before
that much went off?
It was close. And it will be 1-1, and they add a couple seconds, 41.1.
Jaden Beckton goes to the line.
And these might be some of the biggest free throws for Beckton, the freshman. A 1-on-1 situation.
Makes the first. What a second half by Fontbonne. Rice comes in for Wagner as Beckton prepares to take his next free throw. Benton toes the line. 2 dribbles, puts it up. Gets the shooter's roll.
And an immediate timeout.
An immediate call by Fontbonne. They take the timeout to set their defense. They have a 6-point lead at 55-49. We'll take our last break. You're listening to SLIAC TV Network, powered by collegecast.com. Come on back.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Do you have a camp coming up? Winning Streak can help you. Whether it's a summer league team or you're hosting a skills camp, Winning Streak has you covered. With talented graphic artists on site to help you with your design and various delivery options, Winning Streak has all of your needs met. If you place an order on a Monday, Winning Streak can get you your camp shirts by Thursday. Winning Streak, your T-shirt headquarters.
We will reset things for you here. 41.1 left on the clock. 55-49. Fontbonne has taken control here in this second half and have built this 6-point lead.
And if you're Webster, you really got to push the ball now. And then I believe the Gorloks will look to foul right away after.
Win Brown Jr. shot was short. Here's one from the corner. No good. That one came from Luster. Rice has the rebound and the foul. 24.7 to go. We want to remind you, after the game, there will be award presentations. We have the all-conference teams and then the presentation of the championship trophy. We invite you to stay with us for that.
And, Jim, if you're the Gorloks, this is the guy you want at the line for Fontbonne, Elijah Rice, just a 47.4% free throw shooter on the year in a 1-and-1 situation.
Misses. Rebound Coleman. Had it stolen by Rice, who missed the free throw, gets it to Thiem. He is fouled. And it's going to be Shek Thiem going to the free throw line now with 18 seconds to go. What a turn of events here in the second half, as Fontbonne has come on strong. They were down by 10 at the intermission, and they now have a 6-point lead with 18 seconds to go. Thiem has a chance to add to that. His free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebound fought for, going down to the floor. Possession arrow. It stays.
I think it was.
Or did it go out of bounds? He might have been out of bounds. A lot of bodies there in front of us.
And this second half, Webster just 16 points, Jim.
Yeah.
In a 20-minute half, they've scored 16.
Boy, all that momentum they had, they just have not had a good half. On the inbound, Wagner goes flying into the bench. His teammates say hello. And Gorloks will have the basketball. They need a three-pointer, and they're going to need a quick one. Mark Moore back into the game. Jamard Sykes will inbound. They're not going to contest it. It goes to Win Brown Jr. He dribbles. He stops outside the three. They double team him. Moore. We're down to 7 seconds. Long shot. No good. Off the glass. Rice has it. And Fontbonne is going to win this one. And they are the champions of the SLIAC Conference. What a comeback as the celebration starts on the floor. And the Griffins have pulled off a tremendous comeback, being down 10 at the half, Kyle Gessler, and they come away with a 6-point win.
Right, down 10. They had their backs up against the wall at the half, down 10, and they limit Webster to just 16 points in that second half, thanks in part to a big run over the last 6.5 minutes or so. So that is a big key at why Fontbonne is moving on to the Division III tournament and will get the automatic bid.
And it was a team effort. I mean, nobody went crazy for Fontbonne in that second half. It was, I would say, equally distributed without looking at the stat sheet. That was what was impressive to me. And they did it without some of their key scorers, as Caden Clark only had 3 points here tonight. And Elijah Rice, who averages 11, only had 2 points, I believe.
And a big factor for Webster. You got 0 points from Jason Coleman. Wynn Brown did not score a point in that second half. So that's 2 big factors on offense that were just non-existent in that second half. And that's really the biggest difference of why Fontbonne won with that second half.
Right. It was just, credit to Coach Lance Thornhill and his coaching staff and his whole team as they just came together to pull off a 6-point win here. So we are going to have some recognition awards here for a lot of players here in the SLIAC conference. As we're going to keep it here. You got it? Anybody coming up with the stats for us? Well, Dick Kaiser and Brian Levelette will orchestrate all the award ceremony that's going to go on here. It's a nice tradition that they do after the game is completed. They will give out the all-conference team awards and the all-defensive team and all-sportsmanship team, the player of the year, the defensive player of the year. They will do the newcomer of the year, the sixth man of the year award, and the coach of the year. But what a game here as Fontbonne, as we've said before, down 10 at half, pull off a big victory and a 55-49 win here. And again, commend all the folks that put the tournament on here at Webster. We had a great crowd here for this one. And it was just overall just a well-played game. It was officiated well. Did not have many fouls and free throws, all things considered. And just a fun atmosphere here. And congratulations to the folks of the SLIAC Conference as they put on one heck of a tournament, both on the women's side and the men's side.
That's a great point, Jim. Like you said, it was a great tournament held here at Webster for both the women and the men's side, as the host Webster women won earlier today 87-84 over Westminster, and now Fontbonne taking down Webster and the men's side. But like you said, the referees really let them play. And
oh yeah, they did. It was fun. It was good to see that.
We want to see a big physical. You want to see a physical game with limited foul calls if you can, and I think
we did. I think we saw it. It was a good basketball game,
and I think you said it spot on. They let them play, not a lot of fouls, and it was a good physical basketball game that saw Fontbonne take the win and picks up the second win of the season.
So that was that was also the rubber game of the season with these guys. as they had split games, and now Fontbonne comes in on the Webster floor. We're now joined by the Fontbonne head coach, Lance Thornhill, and what an emotional win for you and your team and your coaching staff, the school. That was one heck of a second half.
Yeah, the guys, they wouldn't go away. They just kept hanging in there. And, I thought we were down and out. We got down, I think it was 10, maybe 12.
Yeah, 12 at the most, 10 at halftime, and you come away with an extra.
Yeah, I've got to explain why I'm so emotional. We lost our game last year at Fontbonne, and we had to host the championship was Webster against Blackburn. And my brother had come up for that game, and this was this day last year was the last day I'd ever talked to him. He died on April 8th, so
I'm sorry,
going
but that's
into this day.
Yeah.
Meant a huge thing, and it just felt like he was looking out over us the whole time. I mean, we made this crazy play.
Yeah.
That's why there's a lot of emotion.
Sure. And he probably was. So
it felt like it.
Yeah, and your guys, there was no one player in that second half that really, really stood out. It was a team effort. I mean, I commented on a broadcast. I said, just without seeing a stat sheet, that second half. Yeah, that was just a team effort by you guys.
I probably subbed 6 different guys in a half. I was just going offense, defense with 3 or 4 positions. Certain guys were playing good against the zone, and certain guys were playing very good defensively. And the combination worked very well. We hit Drew Cromer, of all people. I played maybe 5 minutes. And he hit the hugest 3 of his life. And we were down 10 or 8.
Go ahead and join your team down there.
Okay.
Thanks for coming up.
Yep.
Good luck. Coach Lance Thornhill heading down to the floor to be with his team. Very emotional for him as the Fontbonne Griffins celebrate there at midcourt. And it is picture time for these guys. What a well-earned victory. Coach Thornhill was saying that, a year ago today was the last time he saw his brother, and he knew he was up there watching and bringing his team to this victory. It's very emotional for him. And now we have we've got the
the recipient of the 2023 Men's Basketball Sportsmanship Award for the 4th straight year, Webster University. Individual student athletes, we ask the individuals being honored step to the side for a quick photo. Now, continuing to recognize the importance of sportsmanship, our next honor will be recognizing one individual from each conference team selected by his coach and teammates who throughout the season best displays the ideals of sportsmanship. The 2022-23 Men's Basketball All-Sportsmanship Team. From Blackburn College, Cameron Johnson. From Eureka College, Noah Persich. From Fontbonne University, Marquise Johnson. Jensen. From Webster University, Nate Jones. And from Westminster College, Mackay Galbraith. Now we're recognizing the 2023 All-Conference team, starting with our SLIAC All-Defensive team. From Eureka College, Pee Wee Brown. From Fontbonne University, Kaden Clark. From Spalding University, Jacoby Johnson. From Principia College, Shamari Miles. From Webster University, Carl Moore. And this season's Defensive Player of the Year from Webster University, Carl Moore. And now for the SLIAC All-Conference 13 members. From Westminster College, Jackson Althouse. From Blackburn College, Troy Cole. From Eureka College, Austin Ellison. From Greenville University, Jared Johnson. And from Fontbonne University, Elijah Rice. Now honoring the 2023 All-SLIAC second team. From Blackburn College, Chance Aldridge. From Eureka College, Pee Wee Brown. From Principia College, Clark Davidson. From Spalding University, Anthony Dillard. And from Fontbonne University, Brent Wagner. And now we're honoring the 2023 St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference All-Conference First Team. From Principia College, Jaquan Adams. Eureka College, Cody Bear. From Webster University, Wynn Brown. From Fontbonne University, Caden Clark. From Webster University, Carl Moore. Now for the individual award winners for 2023.
Your mics are
The sixth man of the year from Principia College, Jaquan Adams. The individual selected for the 2022-23 SLIAC Newcomer of the Year from Blackburn College, Troy Cole. And now the 2023 SLIAC Coach of the Year from Webster University. The final individual award is presented to the 2022-23 St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Player of the Year. From Eureka College, Cody Bear. Now we will present the 2023 Men's Basketball Tournament Awards. First, we would like to recognize the 2023 All-Tournament Team. From Spalding University, Anthony Dillard. From Eureka, Logan Dorothy. From Principia, Clark Davidson. From Webster University, Carl Moore. From Webster University, Wynn Brown. SLIAC tournament from Fontbonne University, Rick Webster. SLIAC men's basketball tournament champion, the Fontbonne University Griffins.
And once again, we are back here, Jim Plyman and Kyle Gessler, and we congratulate all the men that received awards here tonight. And we want to, thank the folks here at SLIAC for all the arrangements they've done for us. And we are so happy to be a part of the tournament and the season again here on College Cast. And we were glad you were all with us here tonight as we saw a good one here. Kyle, any final thoughts as we close this one out with a 55-49 win for Fontbonne and the championship?
First, I want to say congratulations to both teams closing out the season. Unfortunately for Webster, not the way they wanted to end, but for Fontbonne, their season is still alive as they will get to now cut down the nets. But they've had a phenomenal game, did a great job in that second half, allowing just 16 points in that second half to come away with a 6-point win and holding Jason Coleman to 0 points for the game. Wynn Brown had 11 in the first half, scored nothing in that second half. That's a big key difference right there.
Yeah.
As Carl Moore was having himself his own little block party, and the loss was 7 blocks, but a phenomenal game either way and a truer statement. Jim, you said thank you to the SLIAC for running such a great tournament as well here at Webster University for both men and women, as we were treated to some very phenomenal basketball games. And it started here Thursday night with the women's and a buzzer beater for Westminster over Greenville, and it continued through the weekend, and it was just electric. All 6 games, and it was a fun one as well.
Yep, I enjoyed it. I had a great time here tonight, and I thank you for your help on the broadcast here tonight. It made it easy for me, and we want to again thank Brian Lovelett and Commissioner Dick Kaiser for all the efforts that they put into this tournament, along with a few others. I want to thank our producer up there, Joey Messenbrink, for a job well done. Excuse me. As always, Joey always makes things easy for us. And we are going to leave you with this one as the Fontbonne Griffins begin to tear down the net. And that brings a close to another SLIAC conference season. For Joey Messenbrink, who does such a great job on the production, for Kyle Gessler, my name is Jim Plyman, and we thank you for being part of this broadcast here on the SLIAC TV network, powered by collegecast.com. Good night, everyone.